the incident involving Chinese Communist Party (CCP) supporters, commonly referred to as Little Pinks, provoking British pianist Brendan Kavanagh, continues to escalate. On January 26, Kavanagh returned to the piano at St. Pancras Station in London. After delivering a speech symbolizing the victory of freedom, he spontaneously played a piece of music. The cheerful piano music, accompanied by the lyrics CCP Go Go Go, and Kavanagh's action of swinging a Winnie the Pooh toy, attracted many bystanders.
CCP Go Go Go!
Winnie the Pooh is considered a nickname for CCP leader Xi Jinping and is a censored term on the Chinese internet. Thus, Kavanagh deliberately bought a Winnie the Pooh doll to mock Xi Jinping and protest the CCP's oppression against him. He expressed to the onlookers that he supports Hong Kongers in their fight for freedom of speech and stands with the people of Hong Kong and Taiwan against tyranny. This incident made him realize that music should be free from authoritarian fear.
I am into musical expression, and this has taught me how music is feared by authoritarians. So God bless you all. Glory to Hong Kong. I totally support the Taiwanese, and I totally support artistic expression.
Many Chinese in Britain participated in the event, expressing their support for Kavanagh. One young man from China even took out a cardboard sign he made reading, "Down with the Communist Party," and took a photo with Kavanagh. Although Kavanagh claims he is not interested in politics, just in freedom, this incident has indeed enlightened him and many in the West about the rudeness of the Chinese Little Pinks and the authoritarian rule of the CCP. Some say that the British pianist, who knew nothing about Little Pinks a few days ago, has now become an advanced anti-communist, all thanks to the Little Pinks. Moreover, this incident has sparked an anti-communist wave in the UK. People are flocking to this location, and the piano in St. Pancras Station in London has become a CCP Little Pink free zone for overseas Chinese. On January 25th, Kavanagh described on his Facebook that his piano, donated by musician Elton John, has become a symbol of artistic freedom. On January 27th, a photo uploaded on the social media platform X showed the piano covered with a banner saying "Revolution of Our Times." The documentary film follows the 2019 anti-extradition movement in Hong Kong and has become a spiritual movement for Hong Kongers longing for freedom. On January 24th, a video surfaced showing a little girl who appeared to be Chinese playing the piano at the station where Kavanagh argued with the Little Pinks, with a Chinese young man holding a sign written in English with slogans such as "Free the Piano," "End CCP Infiltration," and "Not all Chinese want CCP concentration camps." Also, a video showed a Hong Kong man playing "Do You Hear the People Sing" and "Glory to Hong Kong." Passers-by at the station stopped to listen and appreciate. "Glory to Hong Kong" has become a banned song in Hong Kong, regarded by some as the national anthem of Hong Kong during the anti-extradition movement. On January 25th, more people continued to play and sing "Glory to Hong Kong" at the scene. This act served to communicate the resolve of Hong Kong residents to oppose the CCP to a global audience, simultaneously bringing attention to the human rights violation by the CCP through the form of music and art. Overseas Chinese netizens praised the young man holding the sign as righteous, brave, and a true patriotic hero, commenting, "The CCP does not represent the Chinese people, and without the end of the CCP, the world will not be better." Some netizens commented that whatever the CCP does, it backfires. This time, the patriotic enthusiasm of the Little Pinks turned every place into a scene of their downfall, a new victory ground for anti-communism. On the X platform, Chinese netizens overwhelmingly criticized the Little Pinks as unreasonable and shameless, with even the usual pro-CCP 50 Cent army seldom defending them. The incident involving the provocation of British pianist Kavanagh by CCP supporters has also sparked heated discussions within China. Notably, even the Chinese domestic portals has reported this event relatively neutrally. Although they removed the more sensitive parts about Kavanagh's comments on the CCP, they did not support the wolf warrior behavior of the Chinese Little Pinks, criticizing them for commercializing patriotism. Chinese netizens overwhelmingly support the pianist and oppose the bullying by the CCP Little Pinks, with some directly commenting, "If they are so patriotic, please revoke their visas and deport them to satisfy their patriotic enthusiasm." A video recently published on Douyin featured 3 young Chinese sitting together, discussing the incident at the British train station where the Little Pinks clashed with Kavanagh, also known as Dr. K.
Why did these Chinese people have such a fierce conflict with Dr. K at the King's Cross station in England? This is a clash between infantile values and universal values. What are infantile values? First one, I yell, therefore I am right. Yes, when I watched the video, that fool who's yelling almost broke my phone's speaker. What else? Second one, although I'm on your turf, you still need to listen to me. A sense of control erupting everywhere, just like urinating and defecating in public. Anything else? Third one, when I cause trouble, it's your bad luck. Right, someone else touches their flag and they escalate it to touching that girl, setting off their scamming addiction. Why do people with infantile values have such overconfidence? Because some wolf warriors don't realize they're cockroaches.
This video received many likes from mainland Chinese netizens, with one commenting, "Pink-colored cockroaches, a rare sight." Commentator Wen Zhao also discussed this on his YouTube channel. The behavior of these Chinese little pinks indeed reflects a strong self-centeredness, equating exercising rights with an attitude of "I assert, you submit, I succeed." This interaction pattern is particularly annoying and represents a childlike psychology and low level of socialization in normal cultural environments, in simple terms, infantile and naive. These behaviors, when deeply analyzed, all have underlying motives, all a distortion of personality by authoritarian and exclusive thinking. This distorted view often manifests itself. What do little pinks see as democracy? It means you must be a fool for me to acknowledge your democracy. It's about allowing my infiltration and chaos, then I'll say that you're democratic. What is kindness? It's you not making a sound no matter how I hurt or slander you. That's what they called kindness. This is exactly how the CCP's external propaganda works. Wen Zhao believes that if we follow the logic of the little pinks, such a definition of democracy would mean the end of democratic societies, and if we define kindness in their way, then kind people would cease to exist. The democracy and kindness they offer you are merely words etched on your tombstone. It's meaningless. Currently, this incident has become a hot topic online, with many netizens translating the original video into various humorous Chinese dialects, spreading wildly across the internet.
你摸她干啥？你别摸她！别摸！我告诉你啊，你碰人小姑娘手了。
Netizens discovered that Kavanagh has an account on Bilibili, a popular streaming platform in China. Due to the incident involving confrontations with little pinks, his account's followers surged to 111,000. Although he didn't upload the video of the clash on Bilibili, the views on his other videos skyrocketed. This suggests that even within China, many people are aware of the situation but cannot freely express their support except through such actions. His YouTube channel has also seen significant growth, with traffic and subscriptions increasing rapidly. The live video of Kavanagh's incident, uploaded on January 19th, had already garnered over 9 million views, likely including support from anti-communist individuals overseas. Newton Lang, a Chinese little pink involved in the incident, is considered the instigator of the escalated situation and has been widely condemned.
Don't touch her! Please, do not touch her!
The phrase, "don't touch her," became an international joke, with netizens creating various humorous videos mocking his behavior. Hong Kong's pro-Beijing media outlet, HKO1, initially reported this incident from a pro-CCP perspective, accusing Kavanagh of insulting China, leading to the Little Pinks' retaliation. However, as the incident became globally recognized, HKO1 shifted its stance. On January 25th, they finally reported the identities of these agents, similar to other media outlets, revealing their names and job titles. Commentator Tong Hao analyzed that HKO1's stance was quite cunning. The media typically follows Beijing's political winds for reporting and manipulating opinion, often mockingly referred to as Red Media 01. Their sudden change in direction indicates two things. First, the CCP's higher-ups realized the situation was not favorable and wanted to distance themselves, attributing the incident to these individuals as personal actions unrelated to the party. Second, knowing this new direction, HKO1 quickly shifted from a pro-CCP to a seemingly neutral stance, matching other international media in revealing these individuals' identities, claiming to portray HKO1 as neutral and avoid being dragged down by these little wolf warriors. Kavanagh, targeted by the Little Pinks, has been increasingly assertive, not only responding on shows, but also mentioning on social media that he is ordering t-shirts with 8964 printed on them, a reference to the Tiananmen Square massacres. A netizen commented, "Winnie the Pooh has become the best-selling teddy bear of the year. thanks to Xi Jinping's ugliness and the stupidity of the Little Pinks. On the social media platform X, many anti-communist individuals wore clothes with 8964 and held Winnie the Pooh toys in photos, showing support for Kavanagh and silent resistance against the CCP. Amidst this unfolding event, Malaysian Chinese singer-songwriter, director, and internet celebrity Namewee recently released a new song challenging the Wolf Warriors and Little Pinks, adding momentum to the growing anti-communist wave overseas. On January 26, Namewee uploaded the music video for The People of the Dragon on platforms X, Facebook, and YouTube. In just one day, the video reached over 1.7 million views. The music video features Namewee leading a horse with a person wearing a yellow dragon robe and a Winnie the Pooh mask sitting on it, seemingly portraying an emperor, likely a satirical reference to CCP leader Xi Jinping. Namewee announced on Facebook in a mocking tone that he was appointed by Chairman Xi of the CCP as the ambassador of the 2024 New Year song, The People of the Dragon. In an interview, he joked, "This song is inspired by Winnie the Pooh," aiming to convey 5,000 years of Chinese culture and the spirit of loving the party and the country. The singer wears a Winnie the Pooh mask and dragon robe, adding a mysterious element. When he sings, netizens quickly notice that his voice eerily resembles Xi Jinping's, suspecting AI-generated vocals, which adds a layer of challenge to Xi Jinping. Namewee's song cleverly incorporates current hot topics in China into the lyrics, such as lip-syncing, sissy, deception, and dynamic zero-COVID policy, with each prop filled with thoughtful references. He also incorporates the popular Subject 3 dance move from mainland China, offering a satirical take on societal issues. Namewee, known as a creative genius in songwriting, often incorporates current affairs into his music, unhesitatingly addressing sensitive political topics related to the CCP. He has supported movements like the White Paper Revolution, stood with Taiwan's elections, and even composed The Wall to call for the overthrow of China's internet firewall. His 2021 song Fragile satirized the Little Pinks, gaining widespread popularity with Chinese overseas. His latest song, mocking the CCP regime and its leader, has raised concerns among fans. If Namewee enters China, would he be disappeared and never return? After the release of Fragile in 2021, the song caused a sensation. The music video was shot primarily in pink, and its lyrics were interpreted as a veiled critique of the CCP. For instance, green onions appeared repeatedly in the video, symbolizing the oppressed and deceived masses in China, who are often referred to as spring onions, ready for the harvesting. About 20 politically charged jokes related to China were hidden in the lyrics, leading netizens to comment, "The cleverness of the song is that everyone who hears it knows exactly which country it's talking about." However, due to Namewee's frequent allusions to taboo topics, his works are banned in mainland China. The CCP's Little Pinks often label him as insulting China. In response, Namewee stated, "I am Chinese myself. Am I supposed to insult myself? It's really strange." He's not unfamiliar with such accusations. His creative works and comments have often been tagged as insulting China and anti-China. In an interview with Voice of America, he said, "If you say something that doesn't suit their wishes or slightly deviate from their political correctness, they'll start talking like that. It's not just me. Look at H&M and others labeled as insulting China or anti-China. For example, Yao Mikami was accused of insulting China for just wearing a hanfu with cleavage. There are many such examples. So in this era, I don't know what would be easier than being accused of insulting China." "Give me liberty or give me death," wrote Namewee on Facebook. Each of his works expresses different content, and not everyone agrees with them. However, fundamentally, everyone has the freedom of thought and should have more space to express themselves. "I may disagree with your views, but I respect your right to speak," he said. Notably, in his latest song, Namewee writes, "In a distant land to the east, there's a group of people, their hearts in their homeland, their bodies in London." Although it might be coincidental to mention London, it seems to resonate with the recent incident in London involving the clash between Kavanagh and the Little Pinks. As Kavanagh said in an interview with Fox News Digital, the conflict at St. Pancras Station in London showcases a clash of cultures. He believes it sparked the world's imagination. He considers it obviously authoritarianism. The irony in this situation is that they like living in the West, but retain the authoritarian mindset of the CCP. Their way of thinking is firmly based on the CCP, which doesn't work for me. I think the whole world, the entire free world, made them realize their situation, which turned out to be a serious backfire for them. According to Next Apple News, After the identities of the troublemaking Little Pinks were exposed, one of the main characters, Liu Mengying, posted in English on Instagram asking for help. "I'm so scared, please help me." She says she hadn't left her house for days, receiving thousands of hateful messages, bullying, threats, and calls from strangers daily. "It's all very tense. I'm breaking down mentally. I was just respectfully asking him," referring to pianist Kavanagh, "to stop filming me. I've always been a kind and polite person. Why does everybody suddenly hate me? This has affected my mental health." These Little Pinks overseas should be waking up now. The CCP might offer them some benefits as long as they are useful, but once they cause trouble or lose their usefulness, they are immediately abandoned by the CCP. Not only discarded by the country they yearn for, but their so-called patriotic actions may also attract the aversion of Western societies and even lead to deportation for violating local laws.